Welcome back. Taste of Trifest. Steve Tow with us. Got our last interview, and certainly last but not least, Corey Bridges joining us with Field and Main Bank. And Corey, tell the folks, what are you doing with Field and Main Bank now?
I am a commercial loan officer with Field and Main. So anything you're not living in, I finance.
How long have you been with Field and Main?
Almost 2 years already.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And you got the place locked right now, right?
I'm just happy to be here. I'm just working for Monday.
All right. Well, let's talk about the fact that the Trifest runs right past Field and Main Bank. How important is it to have something like this that's so civic and community oriented?
Well, you know, we're right here on the corner of 2nd and Main, and we really try to throw around that weight that we're Henderson's Bank right down here in the middle, in the heart of downtown. And so when something goes on in Main Street of any activity, but certainly Trifest, we're involved, we're out and enjoying it. We want to be as seen as possible because it's the same very cultural mix that we have here.
Now, I'm going to try to stump you.
All right, hit me with it.
You've been here for a couple of years, but you've been a Henderson kid all your life.
I have.
When did it and why did it go from OV Bank to Field and Main? How did the name Field and Main come about?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I've heard this story before. I want to say it was 2016, maybe 15, 14.
That sounds about right. Mm-hmm.
That the name made a change. Bank of Henderson and Ohio Valley at that time merged. And I know when they were branding and they were thinking of different names, I believe it was a relative of Dale Seitz that said, well, you know, when I think of Henderson, I think of Main Street, and I think of the farms and fields. And they were like, that's it, Field and Main. So it was just kind of a conversational piece that just hit, and they ran with it.
Would you say this is a family-oriented bank?
It is a very family-oriented bank, great work-life balance. You know, I've got a bazillion kids, so there's always an activity I need to run out to. They support me in every way of that, and they support Henderson families that way.
Speaking of which, how many kids?
4.
Names?
Ella is 7, Hayden is 5, Jack is 3, and Maggie is 5 months old.
And your lovely wife is?
Emily Bridges.
And how old? No, I'm just kidding.
My DJ was Steve Tow at our wedding.
That is right. Yeah, Holy Name Church.
Holy Name Church, Holy Name
vividly.
Jim.
And I don't remember a lot of these. I don't remember a lot of these, but that was a very, very crowded contingent. And you even had state and local government dignitaries there, did you not?
We had some characters there for sure.
That's a good way to put it.
Political world.
Yeah, that's a way to put it. I seem to remember, and I may be making this up.
Yes.
Was James Comer there?
James Comer was there, a couple state representatives, but I've since reformed my behavior, and I'm out of politics. And
it's all about behavior.
For my community.
Hey, it's all about behavior reform. Absolutely, indeed. As far as, have you got a chance to go out among the folks and get your favorite item? What you're looking for first at Trifest?
I have not gotten there yet, but even as a practicing Catholic, the first thing I go for is the Niagara Methodist pork burger.
Pork burger, yeah.
And they've nearly converted me a few years. I go there every time. That's my first thing.
Corey, it's a pleasure as always. And again, I've gotten to watch Corey grow up from his days at the high school and his days, you know, doing everything. He's going to be governor one day, folks. Mark my word. But Corey, tell your wife and kids that we are so proud of their dad, and we look forward to catching up with you very soon.
Sure. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate it.
My pleasure indeed. Taste of Trifest. That's going to do it for this end of it. We've had some great interviews. We want to thank all the folks, but especially Field and Main Bank for being our title sponsor of Taste of Trifest. We're going to go back to some of the best music ever made, but come on down. The rain's only going to be around for just a little bit, but when it clears off, you're going to have a great Saturday and a wonderful Sunday, plus some great entertainment at Central Park. For Chris Staples, Isaac Thatcher,